Hi everybody, it's Lisa. Excuse me till I pull in the chair. How are you all? It's been absolutely ages since I've done a video, well over a month. It's been quite a hectic few weeks, and my sob story is that I took a bit of a tumble a few weeks ago. Not just a regular tumble, I had to make it spectacular. I tripped on a paving slab, and I was only a few feet away from my car and went absolutely flying. Felt myself go down, couldn't do anything to stop it, and I hit a metal bollard on the way down, and it was not pleasant. I hit it with, I must have turned my face at the last second, so I hit it kind of with my cheekbone rather than face on. If it had been face on, I would no doubt have had a broken nose and smashed teeth, but I must have turned my head, so my cheekbone took the brunt of it. And the next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and it was just awful. I could see my cheekbone, the swelling in it, in my line of sight, so that was when I panicked. But anyway, I had really bad concussion, which was just the most awful thing, and it's taken me, I would say, a good 4 weeks to get over the concussion. My face was in a terrible state. If I wasn't shooting this video, I would actually show you a photograph, because my husband did take photographs on my phone of the state of my face, but thankfully there were no fractures. It's taken me a long time, so I've really been out of action and feeling pretty miserable and sorry for myself. So I've been keeping myself busy by making potions, and the real reason I've made so many is that they were actually to help myself get over this fall. So I've made more of my headache balm, which I have been slapping on like nobody's business, and this really works. It's amazing stuff. It's got a mixture of different essential oils, including rosemary and lavender, peppermint, and it's really good. Everybody wants this, but unfortunately I can't sell it because there are so many rules and regulations about selling things that go on your skin. So I think it would be the same rules as there is for cosmetics. So I've really just been making this for my own use and giving it away to family and friends. So that was the headache balm. And I also made a face healing balm because the swelling and the bruising in my face was just horrendous. So I made the same kind of base as the headache balm, but I think there is arnica oil, comfrey oil, calendula, rosehip, just lots of nice soothing oils and essential oils in this, and I've been putting this on about 4 times a day, and I do think it has helped. I still have bruising all these weeks later, but this has definitely helped. I also made a comfrey balm because I injured my hand, injured my back. So this is basically comfrey oil and beeswax. You'll see there's very little left. I've used all of this, but a little does actually go a long way. So I've been putting that on my injured hand and on my back, and actually the past week I've been putting this on my face instead of the other one, and I'm really noticing a difference. So I know comfrey sometimes gets a bad rap, gets a bad press, but it has really helped me, and I think it's okay if you use it topically on your skin and you use it just for a short time. And this is one which has got comfrey oil, arnica, beeswax, calendula, avocado oil, jojoba oil and lavender, which I made, and this has yellow beeswax, so that's why the colour's different, and the avocado oil gives it that green tinge. So I've been putting this on my back, and this is one I made for my husband, so it's working well. So give it a go. You will find a million recipes on YouTube and on the internet. You'll find loads of stuff. So I was talking to my friend Moira McDonald. Hello Moira, my friend. I haven't seen you for ages. And she was saying she had a really sore hand. So I have made Moira her very own comfrey balm, and I'm going to hopefully put it in the post tomorrow and send it to her with a few other wee treats. What shall we do next? Next, I'll tell you about the body butters. My skin's all shiny because I've been rubbing the body butter in. I follow a channel called Eden Secret, and it's a lady who lives in England, kind of, I think it's in Northumbria, and she makes the most beautiful soaps. She's been doing it for years and years, and she's had her YouTube channel going for years, and I do get a lot of inspiration from her, and she's a really nice lady. And she actually commented on my last video, and I couldn't believe it. I was starstruck. So anyway, she makes a beautiful body butter moisturising bar, and she does it in love heart moulds, and she puts little rosebuds in. And I checked through her whole channel trying to find the recipe for this. There are other recipes on YouTube for body bars, and I have made some of them, but I wasn't as keen on them. I just felt I wasn't getting the recipe just right. So to my delight, Karen from Eden Secret posted a video at the weekend of how she makes her body butter bars and the recipe. So I sprung to action, decided to make a small batch of it there and then. I didn't have any rosebuds, so I made lavender ones and sprinkled some dried lavender on the top, and this is scented with lavender essential oil. So I got 4 deep round moulds filled, and my son came to visit me on Sunday and took one away with him because he loved it. So that was the lavender ones, and the next morning I got up early and decided to make another batch, and this time I made orange. I'll open the one. I always get a wee one for myself. So this, there was very little left, so this was mine to test. But basically I used unrefined organic cocoa butter in this recipe, and it smells absolutely divine. I honestly wish you could smell it. It's just amazing. Smell. So it just smells like chocolate, and then I scented it with orange oil very slightly. I don't like the scent to be too strong, but it literally smells like a chocolate orange, only it's got a nicer smell than a chocolate orange. When I was rubbing this on my skin earlier, look how smooth it glides, and apparently that's how you know you've got your recipe right, because it should just glide over your skin. So my dog was going absolutely nuts when she smelt this stuff. She wanted to eat it, I swear she did. She loved it. Now I've got it all over my hands. It's because my hands are getting warm and I've got the lights. Right, okay, I'll wipe it off. So I made quite a big batch of these, made nice labels with my label maker, and I've got the ingredients on the back. So I'll take some of these into my workmates tomorrow and that'll be a wee gift for them. And I've made some for holiday. What can I show you next? Shall I show you my wax melts? We shall move these to the side. Then I figured I had all the stuff, but I didn't really, because you never have all the stuff you need. You think you have all the stuff, but then you have to go and buy soya wax. So I made some wax tarts, and I got a recipe from Dean at Sentinel Soaps. So I made baby powder ones because I didn't need to use a dye. Yes, a dye to colour it. So used the soya wax, really nice quality, and they melted like a dream, and the scent was all over the house. So I made quite a few and I took them into work, and everybody is just delighted with them. This is an orange one I made, and I used a little bit of soap dye in that, but I think you actually need special dye for candles. So but anyway, they were nice but not as strong as the baby powder. It seems to be the best one. Next, I'm just wiping my body butter hands so that I can show you the wee favours that I made for my granddaughter's baptism on Saturday. We had 2 weeks notice for her baptism. So what our mum did was she bought these candles, and I took the labels off, made a personalised label just with our name and the day of the baptism, and stuck them on the jars and made up these little charms. So some of them had angels and some of them had crosses, and it's designed so that you just pull the ribbon when you're finished with the or when you want to burn the candle, you just pull the ribbon off and you're left with a little hanging charm that you can hang from anywhere you like, really. So that was the idea of that, just to make them a little bit more special. And I got the template for this from Etsy. I was struggling to get the labels done on my label maker. It was going to use up far too many, and I would have needed to have bought another full cartridge, which is about £30. So I went on to Etsy and thought, I wonder if I could buy a template there. So I got an editable template. And while I was on, she had wanted me to make up some wishes cards for her so that all the guests at the baptism could write what their wishes are for her. So things like, remember to always, I hope you don't forget, my wish is you won't be afraid to. And I managed to find an editable template for these as well, and it is absolutely beautiful. I printed it on 300 GSM cardstock, which was the thickest I could lay my hands on, and it was so thick I had to put a page through at a time in my printer for fear that it would jam. And managed to mess about with the template, got 3 to a page, and got the size I wanted. So the hardest bit was actually cutting them all out to be the same size and to have the same width of border round the edge. But they were really nice, and everybody was really pleased with them, and everybody filled them out for her. So I think that's about it. I don't think I've got anything else to show. I will hopefully be back to doing paper craft stuff soon when I feel that my mojo's come back after my fall. We do go on holiday this month. We're going to Spain to meet up with our friends, so that should be really nice and relaxing and get some nice hot weather. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon. And I want to just ask, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, please. That would be so much appreciated. It would mean a lot to me. And I also want to say a great big hello to all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few lately, and it's all mostly to do with my older videos where I have posted my snippet rolls and some of my journals. My fairy journal is doing really well with views, and also the memory snippet rolls that I made. I think I made them about a year ago. So thank you very much. Your support is much appreciated. And I will say good night for now and cheerio. And I'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.